As long as there's religion, there's music. As long as there's patriotism, there's music.
I think music is probably the chief form of showing patriotism.
It's always been a huge part in this country's history, you know, fight songs and battle cries.
It's all about the emotion. If you're singing a patriotic song, you better feel it.
Music is a wonderful form for anybody to express their emotions and to receive healing and hope.
It's the universal language. It's one that everyone can relate to.
Especially after this past year and September 11th, people really wanted to hear all their old favorite patriotic songs. It was comforting, it was soothing to them.
What's my favorite patriotic song? Anytime anybody sings one, whether it's our military people or anybody from little kids on up, whichever one it is, if it's about America, that's my favorite one.
Learning about crafting a song, you know, the key element as well, deal with human emotions that are universal, and love and being hurt, and certainly patriotism, especially since September 11th.
And we all love our country so much that a musician that's inspired like that is naturally going to want to leave, or some of them are going to want to leave a song behind or something behind that tells how much they love their country.
Patriotism and music go hand in hand because it's part of being an American. You know, it's part of being a true part of this country.
Patriotism is a love of your homeland.
Patriotism is an emotion that's universal to probably all nations, but particularly Americans.
America's stronger right now than we ever were.
There's a more of a unity, and it's kind of like we're all starting to realize that we are on the same team.
And I think America's always been a place where musicians could do exactly what they felt like doing. You know, that's why you had guys like Elvis Presley and Bob Wills and people that weren't afraid to try new things. So I think in that respect, that's why music is patriotic in the United States.
When your beliefs and everything that you are comes under attack, then you know, part of our human nature is to rise up and speak out for what you stand for.
That kind of music, you know, uplifting music is addressing, you know, the best part of who we are as humans.
The next song you're going to hear is entitled United Through It All. It was written by Steve Malden, Mike Allen, and Randall Bain.
Well, the inspiration for the writing of United Through It All came because Randy Bain, a friend of mine, had been to New York and visited the Twin Towers only days before the terrorist attack. Randy and I were to meet up in Louisville for a music conference, and when I got there, he was anxiously awaiting my arrival so that we could start working on taking something that he had created, some poetry from, you know, related to the terrorist attack, and start working on that and see if there was a song in there somewhere. We stayed up all night, you know, working on the lyric and you know, put the musical, you know, developed a musical concept. Early on, the song sort of took on a life of its own.
We've had a wonderful privilege of traveling across the United States, listening to our piece, promoting our piece, and conducting.
The field band and Soldiers Chorus has probably been our biggest break with the song, is that they heard it very early on and just loved it and sort of made it a feature piece in their concerts.
The patriotism that has been displayed at the concerts and other events that we've been a part of has just been overwhelming. It makes me proud to be an American.
Island in the harbor, Lady Liberty's darkest day, terror rose against our land and evil had its way. We witnessed two strong towers as they came crashing down. Innocent lives were sacrificed in rubble on the ground. As we closed our eyes in disbelief, scores of thousands fell. Horror of this picture in the midst of all this hell. We bound our spirits in resolve to answer freedom's call. We are Americans. died. Praise the heroes' efforts and sing